guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make a delicious espinazo. It's super easy, just a few ingredients, yet super delicious. So in case you guys want to learn how I'll make it, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 5 pounds of neck bones, 8 ounces of New Mexico red chili pods, 12 garlic cloves, 1 1/4 of a white onion, 1 tablespoon of oregano, and salt. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start by washing our meat. You can also add vinegar to this step. We're just gonna make sure that we clean our pork very good. After we're done washing our meat, we're going to place it on a big pot. Just add all your meat in there. And we're going to add the big onion and 9 garlic cloves along with salt. And the salt is gonna be to your liking. Okay, and then we're just gonna fill it up halfway with water. Make sure our meat gets covered with water. So now we're just going to place it on the stove on medium-high heat, and we're going to leave it there for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to cover it, set it on medium-high heat, and then just leave it there for 1 hour, and then we can check back. Meanwhile, we can start working on our chiles. Alright, so for our chiles, we're just going to depot them and devein them. So just open them and get all the seeds out. And we're also going to wash them, so I'm going to place them on a pot. And these are the chiles that I buy and I use, for the espinazo, as well for the pozole. But you can always, if you don't want it to be very spicy, you can buy the green bag, and that's a little sweeter than this one. This was my favorite. And of course, if you're sensitive to chile, make sure you wear gloves, because otherwise your hands are going to be spicy. And especially if you have little ones, you want to make sure you don't get that on your babies. And it's okay if you break a little bit of them, because we're going to boil them, so they don't have to be all in perfect shape. And espinazo is one of my mom's favorite dish, so I told her I was gonna make some, and she's been waiting forever. Past 3 days. She's been texting me, asking me, did you make it already? So she's off today, so I'm going to call her. Alright, so I'm just going to give my chiles a quick rinse. Okay, now I'm just going to cover them with water. So just until your chiles are covered. And we're going to boil them for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until they're soft. So just put it on medium-high heat and let them boil. Alright, so it's been 25 minutes and our chiles are done. So now I'm just going to set them to the side and wait for our meat to be done. And then we can start working on our chiles. So we're just gonna wait for them to cool down a little bit. And then, it's only been 40 minutes, so our meat, it's still cooking in here. Okay. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour and 30 minutes and our meat should be almost done. Just take a look at it. As you can see, it's already soft. So we're going to start working on our sauce. Alright, so for our sauce, we're just going to blend our chiles, onion, and garlics together. I'm going to put the onion in there and the 3 garlic cloves. And then I'm going to add about 4 cups of water, the same water that we use to boil our chiles. Now we're just going to blend that until we have a smooth sauce. Okay, so after that we're just going to strain it into our meat. And I didn't add any salt to our chiles just because we already added a lot of salt in our meat. You know, that salt, you'll be able to adjust it once it's all done and put together. We don't want it to be very salty. You can always add salt, but once you add it too much, you can never, you know, go back to its good flavor. Okay, so let's go back to our meat, and our meat should be done. I'm just going to take out the onion and the garlic cloves. They should be swimming on top. Normally they will be floating. So see, you can take them out. And if not, it's okay. No pasa nada, you know, they're just going to bite into a piece of garlic. I mean, you know, because this is different from the pozole, like from here. Obviously, if somebody gets a piece of garlic, you'll be able to see it in your bowl because we're not going to add granitos, you know. We're just going to, I'm going to serve it with rice. This is how I like my espinazo. So I'm okay with the garlics. If I don't take all of them out, I'm okay with them floating in there. They're being stubborn because normally they'll be floating, like you'll see them floating on top, but I don't know. Okay, it's okay. So now I'm just going to strain my chile in here. Smells so good. And I know you can always, you know, just put your whole sauce in here like that without straining it. Me, I don't know, we like to strain our sauce, so this is just an extra step. I mean, it's up to you if you wanna eat your espinazo with all this, you know, with all the, what is it called? The pulp, yeah. Sorry, I have my mommy brain. I have all the kids here. Alright, so after I got all of my sauce out of my blender, I'm just going to add about half a cup of the water, the same water that we use, just so I can clean out my blender. I don't know why, but for me it's like so satisfying doing this step. I like doing that. Just keep getting all of your... Alright, so once we have added all of our sauce in here, just going to give it a quick mix. And then we're going to try it for salt. Add a little bit of more salt into mine. Just a little bit, not too much. So now we're just going to add our oregano. Mix it again. And then now we're just going to let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then that's basically our espinazo. That's it. Alrighty guys, so after 15 minutes, your espinazo should be all done. And let me tell you that your house should be smelling delicious. So now we're just going to turn it off. And then it's ready to be served. And I like to serve mine with Spanish rice and of course the tortillas. So I am excited, I'm ready to eat. Alright guys, so here we have the complete dish. I like to serve it, like I said, with the Spanish rice. And this is the meat right here. As you can see, it's super tender, super flavorful, delicious. So good. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. I'm just going to add some lime juice. Just mix it around. And I like to eat mine. I like to put the meat in the tortilla. And then I like to put some on lime. Now it's ready. Okay, so I am ready. Super delicious. And like I said, super easy. Just a few ingredients. You guys have a delicious bowl of espinazo. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. Super easy and delicious espinazo. I hope you guys can enjoy watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And if you give this recipe a try, please don't forget to send me your pictures through any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.